All right, what's going on, everyone? My name is Mr. Boss for the Win, and I'm going to tell a little bit of a story today. Now, this isn't a story that involved me or had anything to do with me. It simply was the fact that I lived in the same city as this kid. Okay, so to set the story straight, this is last Thursday night, and on the news, or on the local news, I should say, this was not a national issue. It says a Johns Creek teen goes missing. If you didn't know, I live in Johns Creek slash Alpharetta, Georgia. So, yeah, that kind of pertained to me. There wasn't any details. All they said is he had disappeared and that the last time he had charged his debit card was on like Thursday morning or something like that. And so immediately I was kind of interested because not many things like this happen where I live. We thought we were in a community where nothing like that was supposed to happen and it was all safe and this and that and that. But that's not the case. So it turns out that it is Sunday night. He has still not been found. He's been missing for almost 3.5 days. And a lot of people are, they're feeling sorry for him. They're starting Twitter topics like find. I'm not going to say his name or his full name, anyways, but they were like find his first and last name, and people were doing the hashtags. And for some reason, I was the one who really didn't feel bad because my sister used to know this guy, and she said, he had been kind of a pothead and a junkie, and he had never really excelled well in school. And so to me, that was kind of like, well, he's kind of just avoiding his problems. He's running away from what he's really trying to face. And it turns out on Monday morning that he was a runaway. He ran away because a supposed argument with his parents, and we found out that he skipped school a lot and that he just ran away from his problems. And a lot of people were showing him sympathy, and I felt like I was the only one who wasn't showing him sympathy. So I kind of wanted to ask to you guys, because I know if I ran away, my parents would destroy me. I'd almost rather not be found, because when my parents found out, like, why did you run away or why were you doing that? And I said, I was trying to get away. They would say, are you crazy? And that just kind of struck me as it's like, why are people applauding and cheering and being happy for someone? Obviously, we're very happy that he's found and that he's safe, but we shouldn't be supporting the fact that running away from your problems is what you should do. And I know this is more of a serious commentary and not one that you can either get a laugh from or hear more interesting banter from, but I just want to know for you guys. So if someone ran away in your town, and you obviously knew that he was not kidnapped or a victim of a crime or anything like that, he was simply running away to avoid his problems, would you show sympathy, or would you want to like snap this kid into place and say like, hey, you need to not do that, and you need to get your stuff together and not do that again? And that's kind of the boat I'm in. I think he shouldn't be cuddled and sympathized for. I think he should be slapped on the wrist, and obviously there should be consequences. But that is just my opinion. It's probably the biggest news that's happened in Johns Creek, where I live, in a long, 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 long time. So I felt like it was pretty interesting to me. That's definitely the backstory behind the whole thing, that he was basically just a runaway. And it's really frustrating to see kids that have so much potential and choose to run away over an argument you had with your mom and dad. I don't know how that's going to work in the real world, but I know if you just abandon your job, your life, and your family when you're 35 years old as compared to 17 or 16, that's not going to work, and people aren't going to treat you the same way. So anyways, guys, if you've liked this video, I know this was more of a serious commentary. I only do these every once in a while, but this was kind of a big news deal. So if you would go ahead and like the video, that always helps. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. This video is coming to a close. I will see you in the next episode. Have a nice week, have a nice weekend, and I will talk to you later.